I think another part of that is if you use both nourishes to draw, the problem is not that, like, those turns is pretty good, but since you don't really top deck nourishes after that, sometimes it might not be good, huh? I mean, if you use both nourishes to ramp. I feel like my favorite decks at the moment on ladder is, let's say, I feel like Druid, Warrior, and Shaman are pretty close as far as what I perceive the win rates to be. I feel like Tempo Mage might be a little bit worse for me, but I still want to play that deck sometimes. Another non-Druid class that plays around Harrison Jones. A lot of people are running that right now. Mostly was mulliganing for Acolyte of Pain, Fire War Axe in this matchup. What's Freeze Mage like on ladder? What's it like? It's... Oh, you mean the win rate of the deck? Okay, I thought you were asking, you know, like what is it like? Like what is it, how is it like to play? I don't know. Anyways, Freeze Mage is good against Shaman, really bad against Warrior. I don't think all in all it's great though right now because Druid is also a big thing, and Druid matchup isn't really much better than Control Warrior. So I feel like you have two matchups where you're like 10% win rate, one say between 60 to 70% win rate, and against Shaman maybe even like 55 to 70, somewhere in there.
Behold the rage of the fire.
Not something I would recommend. How do you have your deck on your side? It is a screenshot. I wish I had a revenge here. Nice little Acolyte revenge, but I will be prioritizing killing this Fandral.
The land serves me.
You know, this is like the 5th time I played China Prince today. Been playing him a lot. Karen is good here. I have Acolyte Ravager. I don't believe it's that great this turn. I might want to save it on a turn where I use Execute, you know, because I can both activate Execute and activate the Ravager Ghoul. That'll be turn 8. I've been noticing from playing Control Warrior that the Execute nerf is actually bigger than I thought. Quite annoying that it's 2 mana a lot of the times for me. Like next turn now I can't play, you know, 7 mana Acolyte, Ravager Ghoul, Execute. Especially against Hunter, I kind of feel like it's kind of different as well at 2 mana. I don't know why, but it feels like you're AoEing a lot against... I guess it's just a big difference in every matchup. Maybe not against Control Warrior Mirror or something like that, but most of the matchups you're fighting for board, it's a pretty big difference. I don't really even want to play Ravage Ghoul here. I would set my own guy to a 1 health minion if I trade a 3/3. I don't think Brawl is that great either here.
For honor.
Next turn we'll have the combo if you play something big. Some trackers that have overlay, that's true. I haven't had a tracker that, I mean, I guess I have a tracker, I don't show it on stream like that. I've had a hard time making that work on stream. Kind of looks weird too. Not sure if it's a great idea to have a tracker that like tracks you through the stream, like what cards you draw.
Let the pain speak to me.
Is an armor before portal correct? Why is it correct? I guess if you can tell me why, I might be wrong on it. Let's see. Ironforge Pearl Stones ran 4-drop. There are some Inspire minions. That's one reason to do it after. But let's see. The only Inspire minion I can see is like for. There's a lot of 5-drops that matter for Inspire. 4-drops is only tournament medic. I don't think that would matter. very likely going to revenge this, even if it's kind of pointless. Just because I get a second draw if possible.
Time waits for no one.
I actually can't quadruple whirlwind. I don't even have mana, so it's not really worth thinking about. Man, this sucks.
I must choose.
I feel like this is still playable if I lose. Problem with going to turn 10, you can wall growth and nourish. I can't let Malyghost Druid draw that many cards because then he'll draw into like Malyghost combo. It's not like Rogue where you can't stop them from drawing anyways, and that eventually they just kill you at the like. Eventually, maybe Rogue runs out of steam and you can just tank up through them even if they do draw. But yeah, allowing Druid to draw, it's like not always, you know, given that Druid is able to cycle through their entire deck that fast. Rogue also has like leading up gadgets, and I feel the difference is they can't really cast spells there's like not cards like Wall Growth and Nourish where they would want to cast, you know, like sometimes Rogue they would have to just start casting spells in your face to draw, whereas Druid has a lot of spells that they would want to cast anyways, like Wall Growth and Nourish there. Debating Shield Slam with this play. I don't have Sylvanas yet, but it'll take a while probably to get it. I guess one thing is if I play this, sometimes I'll lose my armor for Shield Slam. I do have a taunt here. I can also just spend my mana better. There's stuff I can draw where I can use Shield Slam the same turn. Stuff like Shield Block, Acolyte of Pain, and you know, Lee, Siren Forge Portal. Even stuff like Just Cards, Sylvanas. I can combo that with the armor up and Shield Slam that turn. I feel like it's just really iffy to 10 mana Shield Slam past in kind of a tempo matchup. Tentatively have lethal with Grom Revenge anyways in some ways. I don't like playing Fireworks here because of Harrison Jones. What a great draw. I'm not gonna play the Revenges. If I was gonna play Revenge, I should play before Blood Ghoul. It's just I lose a tank up playing Revenge. Or Armor Up. Also, I just hurt my board a little bit more. Hurting the N'Zoth more, kind of... It's not too great. Also, this is a 1-1, so... You know, as a 1-2, it's still annoying for him to swipe here sometimes without spell power. I think the difference in like 1-3 and 1-2 is not too big, but 1-2 and 1-1 is kind of big, because at that point he just doesn't care anymore. Like, Akla will never get any better, so he can kind of just ignore it. So 29, he has used some... Okay, so he's used 1 Living Roots on a minion. Malyghost 3 spells would mean that's, let's see, around 19 damage. Sometimes if they burn everything, it's not that scary to leave that Malyghost. You can just drop like Sylvanas. This is not one of those situations. I feel the main problem is he still has a swipe left over in his deck. So if I do leave this up, you know, 1 off lethal, not the worst.
What now? I can wait no longer.
He has used both Feral Rages. I feel like it's still kind of risky. I don't have much damage left if I go all face and he can swipe clear the board. I do have a Brawl left over, but don't feel like I really went through the Raven House. I don't think I need to is the thing here. I can just fatigue him out.
Taste my blade.
Malygos is gone. I killed Ragnaros as well. I'm still like pretty healthy this game is another thing. I mean, the big thing for going face is the fact that he has used both Feral Rages. I guess I would never consider going face if he had Feral Rage left over, 7-1, then Feral Rage to 9. Leaving out Malygos is like a suicide play, but you can really make a case for it. So it's like one idol left over as well. It's a scary thing with Malygos, and if you go face, they can get stuff like Feral Rage or Healing Touch. But yeah, the main thing is, I believe, one swipe left over, one Moonfire left over, and one Living Roots left over. I don't believe this is that scary here. With Malygos gone already. Ragnaros is gone as well. I might just drop Sylvanas here to contest instead of trying to wait for an Arcane Giant moment. He's gonna have to get repetitive minion damage in to win this game. And I have Execute for the last Arcane Giant. This forces him to trade. Like if I play Ironforge Portal and Twilight Elder, if he has the last swipe, cards like whatever he got from Raven Isle, maybe if it's a spell, I think it took minion, but I don't know. So say he has another swipe, I play some more minions, he just removes the board with swipe, maybe spell power swipe and hits me in the face. You know, this could really he can't just remove, the big difference is he can't just remove Sylvanas with swipe. So this is kind of like forcing him to trade still. I can still deal with the Arcane Giant with this Execute, so I like that.
Time waits for no one.
Now both swipes are gone, both wraths are gone. I can consider even leaving up. Okay, that makes it easy for me. Never gonna revenge here anymore with Justicar pickup. Point is, I don't think he has that many spells left. Maybe some Moonfire Living Roots, but that's not too scary with Nether Drake. I need this revenge to activate the Execute. That's why I'm not really willing to revenge for that 1 damage with the Fire War Axe. He's not really getting anywhere with Tank Up. He's doing 4 return, maybe 5 return for Kang Shapeshift. I'm healing for 4 return.
I'm out of cards.
Could consider Brawl here, although even Brawl is going to be hard to deal with, like whatever's left over. Might as well just revenge, execute, attack. It's like so clean. Gonna tank up every turn, prioritize that over Ironforge Portal. Can always Ironforge Portal and tank up. My opinion on Ironforge Portal is that I've seen lists where it's not super necessary to run in this kind of list with N'Zoth. I think Ironforge Portal is more necessary in like Yogg-Saron lists, but currently I'm on the fence about second Ironforge Portal or Harrison Jones. But since I've been playing a lot of Druids and Tempo Mages, I think second Ironforge Portal is better in those matchups.
Garrosh versus Morgul.
Victory or death!
What deck would I take the Heroic Brawl? That's a hard question. I feel like it would be Midrange Shaman, though. I don't think Freeze Mage is that great, because Druid and Warrior are also very powerful. So I don't think that you can really get too far playing Freeze Mage. I don't really like keeping Brawl in this matchup, actually. But I mean, I do have another Brawl. I feel like their scary openings are the ones with like Talon Truck Totem Golem, especially Totem Golem. Whereas if they like Brawl is really good if they hero power 4 times and play Irish Drake turn 5, if that makes any sense. Because at that point, then every board is gonna be weak to Brawl. But if they just if they play first main Totem Golem, it's like you need to keep up on board. At that point, it wouldn't be that good to play like that. Hey, he knows about the trick. That's smart. This is something I thought about. I'll probably explain after this turn, but it kind of hurts for me to use the slam because drawing is so important in this matchup. There's something I realized recently is that you should probably leave a 1-charge Spirit Claw going to turn 5 against the warrior, even if that means that you swing for 1 damage without spell power. Because the problem is Harrison, right? You can't play Spirit Claws like turn 5 or turn 6, swing for 3 or swing into their minion and leave 2-charge Spirit Claws against Harrison Jones. So what I've been doing is if you have extra mana, I just swing and leave 1 charge going into turn 5, even if you don't have spell power. That way you can still use it. So that's cool. I feel like we ease our way into Revenge. Check for Hex. There's no good way for us to grind through this board. I don't feel like we can win if we Brawl this turn, or like, you know, do some like swing bash. We're just like playing to lose at that point. So this is like I can win if he doesn't have Hex, or I can win if I slowly make my way into Revenge range and then tank up after Revenge. So there's like 2 ways I can win because he's been playing very well, and I don't really have a great answer right now. Did he play around Revenge? Oh no, okay, he kind of, not really. He just didn't swing Spirit Claws. I am gonna die a Bloodlust here, but I don't think I can beat Bloodlust at this early. I can still beat a Bloodlust Shaman if I play Greedy this turn and survive and he top decks Bloodlust later after he activates Revenge. That's the way I can actually win against a Bloodlust Shaman. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to die to Bloodlust this turn. I can't really, I need, like, the way I played is basically, especially since I checked for Hex and he had it. Now that I mean I can Revenge, but it's not that good anyways. Like it's just the important thing is to activate the Revenge, not the fact that I play exactly this turn. I still like Brawl more. Hopefully I get lucky. Now I still have this Revenge, this juicy Revenge. Basically, once Revenge is activated, it's as good as Brawl almost in this matchup. This is like a second Brawl in my hand. Oh wow, Geomancer. Go ahead and clear this board. I think I like Ironforge Portal a little bit more. I should play that after. So I can contest totems. Does this last Hex? We still have what? Our Tauren didn't get Hexed, right? But our Karen got Hexed, we still have one Sylvanas. I'm gonna bash execute here. This leaves me 4 mana, so I can't play Iron Forge Portal. Might as well draw first. Maybe we could get another activator. Oh, I think I played this game really good too.